Well, I stopped recording at some point, so that's awesome. Might have missed this entire trail, but look at the downhill. I think these bumps kind of knock the battery around in the GoPro, and it tends to, I don't know, I've been having this problem where the thing I'm recording in the GoPro, just while checking it's off. Because I gotta keep a closer eye. That's the bad thing about having this thing attached to, you know, over down by the fork of the bike and set up somewhere I can see it all the time. I think it's a cool angle, but maybe it's just me. We've gone 5 miles in about 40 minutes. Downhill, whoa! The GoPro's still on. The downhill will be maybe faster. I don't know. These bumps are kind of crazy. I'm gonna go over the handlebars if I take them too hard. I'm not sure when the recording stopped, but I was saying this bike has no suspension, so it's a pretty bumpy ride. And I haven't aired down the tires too much because I don't have tubeless, and I'm not sure what pressure I'm at. And I don't really want to deal with the flat. This is just supposed to be a quick solo ride before, well, yeah, before dinner. We're camping out here at Hole in the Wall Campground. Never been here, but the campground's pretty nice. Potable water, and oh yeah, just checking. We're still recording. See the light. But yeah, potable water. And it's about toilets, but the sites are spacious, and at least the one we have is flattened out, so if you have a tent, there's a nice flat spot. Of course, the ground's rock hard, so staking into the ground is not the best. Oh, brother. So I have the Velo Orange Crazy bars on this bike. So they're alt bars, they're flat bars with some sweep back, but they have some what's the word, like extra hand positions out front, almost like a drop bar position in the hoods. And I'm thinking of getting a gravel bike, but I don't know, on this kind of road I've been in the flat position, the flat bar position. I guess I should try the drop position to see if I feel I have enough control, because it's, you know, a little more narrow, and when you give up some of that width, you definitely lose some control. So it feels all right so far. I think on the downhill I would definitely be in the flat position, but I guess I have to measure the width of these extra hand position thingies, these horns, because a lot of drop bars, gravel drop bars are fairly wide. So these might still be narrower than a lot of a drop bar gravel bike. Sun's getting a little lower. It's about 4 o'clock. No, sorry, 3:15 in the afternoon, but I'm in California, so we have daylight savings times, and it's also November, so there's a lot less sunlight. Usually by 5 it's dark. This time of year. And right here we just hit the shade from the hills, so a little cooler, but I got a long sleeve on. This part's not as washed out, but still pretty bumpy. So this bike I'm riding is a Velotric T1 ST bike. It's electric, but it's got no throttle. It's pretty light for an e-bike. It's advertised by the manufacturer as 39 pounds or 38 or something. So for an e-bike, that's pretty light. And it's advertised as a fitness bike. It's got a torque sensor and stuff. So if you've ever ridden an e-bike like a rental, it probably had a cadence sensor which controls the speed, which means the amount of power you're given is only based off how fast you're going. A torque sensor bike obviously senses the torque you're putting in, but what that ends up feeling like is you just have really strong legs. It doesn't really feel like you're riding an electric vehicle, whereas a cadence sensor bike does. Oh, man. You guys still there? Yeah, that was rough. Anyways, so it's advertised as a fitness bike, and I agree. I definitely, you're putting in work using this bike. My biggest complaint is the gearing. So it's advertised as a fitness bike, so you would think, you know, the primary use case is using the motor just a little bit just to get you up some hills, but mostly having it on pretty low power setting, which is how I use it most of the time. Keep it on a really low power setting, but man, the gearing sucks. It's an 8-speed. The front chainring is a 46 tooth, and the stock rear chainring, the biggest cog is I think it's 32. So there's really not very good gearing. You definitely don't have a granny gear, and you could probably upgrade the front chainring to fix that, but the bottom bracket, or I don't remember, not the bottom bracket, the crank arms, whatever the term is, how they attach is like a weird, I'm not sure what the standard is. So my attempt to fix this was to get a new rear cassette. I wanted to upgrade to 10 speed or 11 speed or something, but come to find out, after I bought a whole 11 speed group set, the rear cassette is not a cassette. It's called a free wheel, not a free hub, a free wheel. And so these are on older style bikes, I guess, and some seems like cheap e-bikes, and it doesn't, I'll just keep calling it a cassette because that's what makes sense to me, but the cassette, it doesn't fit on some splines like most Shimano cassettes do. It threads on, and there's really nothing more than 8-speed for these types of cassettes. So, you know, I bought this 11-speed thing, and basically my upgradability is limited, and the other annoying part is the specs are really shitty on their website, so it's hard to even know what you need to buy if you want to upgrade something, but I did figure it out. Now again, the problem is with these freewheels, these thread-on cassettes, is that they I can't really find anything in the big chainring. Oh, here we go, I'm standing up. Yeah, oh yeah. So the best I got was from Amazon, and it was $60. I couldn't find anything else with the higher big cog. The best I got, hang on. The best I got was a 38 or 36 in the rear, which is definitely better, but man, I go on some long rides with some steep hills and it is tough. So that's my biggest complaint. And the motor they use on this bike is a, you know, proprietary, and they even say the motor pinout is proprietary. And so the only fix to get a cassette spline on this rear motor is to get a new motor, but they won't even tell me the pinout. I tried to email support. They won't tell me the pinout of the motor, so I can either buy a motor and repin it or buy a motor that's compatible. They just won't tell me. It's proprietary. I have no fucking idea what I could possibly learn from them telling me the goddamn pinout. But they won't tell me. And yeah, so if you get one of these bikes, you're gonna be stuck on 8-speed, which I guess is fine, but I can almost guarantee you the gearing is gonna hinder your ability unless you always ride on max power, max pedal assist. Then it's fine, but I just don't understand why you got this bike if that's what you're doing. It just kind of seems weird. All right, so I think I'm gonna turn around here. We'll see what the sign says. Kelso Dunes. There's the Mid-Hills Campground, which I think is what we see out in the distance with those cars, or maybe that's a ranch paddle or something. You guys still with me? Yep, still recording. I don't know if you guys can even hear me through the GoPro mic. Yeah, let's head back. Let's see. The trip here took 50 minutes, 6.95 miles. I'm guessing the trip back's gonna be much faster. Maybe I'm wrong. Weather's pretty nice in the sun. It's warm enough. A little chilly in the shade, but I have a long sleeve on and pants. So it feels nice. It's gonna get pretty cold tonight. I think it's gonna be get down to 36 Fahrenheit. Which is somewhere near 0 degrees Celsius. And the sun's not quite low enough yet, but when the sun starts setting, hits the horizon, the colors out here in the desert are incredible. Those are rough. Whew. Man. I don't know if this is just because I'm a new gravel cyclist, but I'm really desperate in my bars. Standing up. Oh, buddy. Rear brake only, rear brake. Is that even the right thing to do? I don't know. I heard someone say that. If I pull the front brake, I'll go over my handlebars, so. Number 6. Oh, yeah. Ever since I've avoided doing my rear on downhill. I mean front, sorry. Oh yeah. Yeah. Hang on. I don't have a dropper seat post, but I am going to drop my seat post. right. Let's see, a little less power, but mostly downhill. Sliding. Better over there? I don't know if better's the right word. God. I'm guessing the bounciness doesn't come through as much on the GoPro because it's got hyper smooth on, but it's bouncy, very bouncy. Whew. All right, around here is where I noticed my video cut out, but I was saying there's a windmill right there which is working, pumping water to something. Which is kind of cool. That was my chain up grab. Knock on wood. I was just a little nervous around that corner. There's a car or something. Couldn't see. So that's why I was in the middle on those bumps. Not ideal. I don't really know how you're supposed to ride the sand. Sitting down better or standing up? Couldn't tell you. Whoa, whoa. I was standing up there and that felt sketchy. I really thought I was falling on that one. Yeah, I was sitting down. Sandy or bumps? I think I'll take sandy. Oh, looks like I don't know which one's up here. I'm gonna try staying seated. Feels more planted. I think seated is the way to go. heck is that? Oh no. Oh wow. That's crazy. My bike bag got caught in my fucking cassette. I guess I should put it on the other side. Never had that happen. Man, we were cruising for a while, huh? No damage. I think that only happened because my bag's pretty empty. I think if I had stuff that was full, I don't think that would happen. Hard to see with the shadows exactly what's happening. The bumps in the sand. Oh, very sandy. Yeah, I see the campsite. We're almost back to civilization. Man, maybe the trick in sand is to just not change direction. Go as straight as you can. I guess maybe easier said than done, but every time I try and turn in the sand, I've not fallen yet, but every single time it feels like I'm going to. Pavement. Oh yeah. How you doing?